I don't fit boxes, I break the mold. Rules feel fake when they're bought and sold. They want compliance, I want truth. Built my rebellion since my youth. Program thinking, copy paste mine. I question everything they design. Comfort's a cage, dressed up clean. Freedom louder than it seems. I don't rebel just for the noise. I dismantle systems they deploy. Every illusion, I just set calm, expose the flaw, remove the charm. They fear disruption, I embrace change. Comfort zones, feeling strange. If the structure's weak, let it fall. I'd rather breathe than crawl. Anarchy, not chaos, blind as clarity. Breaking program mind at the system cracks. When truth appears, then it was fragile all these years. Yeah, anarchy, not chaos, blind as clarity. Breaking program mind at the system cracks. When truth appears, then it was fragile all these years. I move independent, self-defined. No borrowed thoughts in this mind. They follow waves, I question tides. I don't let narrative decide. If speaking truth makes me extreme, then I live outside their dream. I don't disrupt, I realign. The future shifts on my design. Let's go. Look back at who I used to be. That version wouldn't recognize me. Doubt filled mind, uncertain stance. Now I move with calculated advance. Growth uncomfortable, shedding skin. Old habits out, new discipline in. I didn't level up by chance. I sacrificed comfort for this advance. Every phase required a loss. Ego burned at a cost. Friends faded, went past split wide. Elevation shifts the tribe. You can't ascend and stay the same. Evolution demands the flame. I outgrew fear, outgrew limits. Now my presence shifts the physics.
Ascension, higher state, old ceiling gone, I recreate, no longer who I used to be. I broke the cage, now I'm free. Yeah. Now I'm free.
Perspective wider from the peak. Power quieter when you're elite. Not chasing validation loud. Inner approval makes me proud. Every version paved the stair. Even pain had purpose there. I don't just rise, I transform. Calm inside the loudest storm. It's not the end.
It's higher ground.
New levels unlocked.
New vision
From
found.
shadow walk
To sovereign state.
the album in.
But I advance.
Ay, every time you rise, resistance grows. Jealous eyes, hitting blows. Backlash loud when progress seen. Critics talk but stay unseen. They throw shade when you elevate. Project fear, try to hate, but noise don't shake a solid stance. Weak opinions never advance. I don't argue with the crowd. Silence speaks far too loud. Energy wasted, proven wrong. I let results extend the song. Backlash means I'm on the path. Growth invites that aftermath. If they notice, that's the proof. Progress visible from the roof. Backlash, let it talk. I keep moving, steady walk. Critics loud, but vision clear. Hate just means I'm drawing near. I turned out in the fuel, use criticism as a tool. Every insult sharp and skill, every obstacle built will. They can question what I do, but they can't stop what I pursue. Backlash fades when winds appear. Consistency kills fear, yeah. Pressure tested, still intact. I respond with disciplined acts. Backlash part of every climb. I stay focused on the prime. yeah. Lights off, focus sharp, no noise. Cut the static, I don't chase decoys. Blackout mode when I lock that gold. Vision arrow, iron soul. Friends turn distant when grind gets deep. Dreams get heavy when you don't sleep. While they scroll, I strategize. Building empires behind closed eyes. I don't need applause to validate. Silence loud when you elevate. Energy guarded, circle tight. Cut distractions out my sight. No halfway steps, no double mind. If it slows the climb, I leave it behind. Pressure rising, good, that's growth. Comfort kills what hunger wrote. Blackout, tunnel vision clear. No room left without a fear. All I see is the finish line. Everything else decline. Late nights mapping out the rise. Sacrifice behind the eyes. Temporary losses for permanent gain. Short-term silence, long-term rain. I don't explain moves I make. Quiet steps cause loud quakes. They won't get it till it's done. By then the distance already won. Blackout state, discipline rage. Locked inside a higher stage. Focus weaponized inside. No distractions in my stride, yeah. I don't build castles in the air. Every move mapped with care. Vision drawn before it's seen. Planning silent, thinking clean. Blueprint drafted in the dark. No applause for the start. They chase hype. I chase structure, solid base before I rupture. Years ahead inside my mind. Why they focus short-term grind? Patience sharper than the blade. Calculated risks I made. No emotion. Decisions lead. Discipline plants every seed. Foundations deep before the show. That's why growth steady slow. Blueprint, design precise. Long game played. No roll of dice. Every brick aligned in place. That's how I win the race. I revise whenever show adapt. Faster just the flow. Ego never blocks the view. Strategy evolves when needed to. I don't fear the slow ascent. Legacy worth the time I spent. Blueprint, mindset, structure, climb, building something past my time. I mapped the city inside of my brain. Every setback was part of the plan. I never folded, I studied the board. Move like a king, but I sharpen the sword. Blueprint written in permanent ink. I don't just rap, I calculate, think. Every bar layered like bricks in a wall. Building an empire that's destined to sprawl. Lessons and losses, I counted them twice. Pain was expensive, I paid every price. Now when I step, it's strategic control. Every move measured, aligned with the goal. No overnight glow, I labor for shine. Turned every doubt to a permanent climb. They wanted noise, I deliver precision. Focused ambition, with tunnel vision. I speak in metaphors heavy as stone. Planting the seeds that I'm destined to own. Storm in my chest, but my voice stays steady. Built like a soldier, forever ready. Every verse etched like architectural art. Engineered lines from the depth of my heart. Calculated chaos, aggressive but wise. Blueprint mind with the predator eyes. Respect not given, it's earned in the field. Stand on your code, never bend or yield. This ain't a hobby, it's legacy written. Time is the judge, and I'm fully committed. Yeah, pressure building up like tectonic plates. Silence before the storm that race shapes face. I've been patient, calculating every move. Now the ground shaking every time I groove. They built towers tall off fragile lies. I see the cracks forming in the skies. I made them rise and feel it in my chest. Cataclysm coming, I don't second guess. Every setback stored like kinetic force. Every closed door only changed my course. They mistook my quiet for a lack of drive. Now the aftershock shows I'm alive. Energy shifting when I enter the room. All systems trembling, sensing the boom. I don't rage reckless, I move precise. When I flip the switches once, not twice. Cataclysm. Watch the skyline fall. Or regime fading when I answer the call. From the rubble I rise. Standing tall. If the world won't change, I shake it all. Yeah, no random chaos is playing.
plan designed, every detonation aligned with time. They comfortable sleeping, I'm wide awake. I don't bend easy, I recalibrated, foundations weak. They crumble fast, nothing artificial, never truly lasts. I don't scream loud, I let impact speak. When the dust clears, I'm the peak.
Destruction clears with fear maintained. Sometimes loss is how you gain.
Cataclysm, let the old dissolve. Every broken structure I evolve. Cataclysm, let the old dissolve. Every broken structure I
in the silence where no one sees, I navigate tunnels of broken dreams. Walls whisper secrets of the ones I lost. Every step heavy, calculated cost. Isolation taught me how to survive. Every scar a lesson, every fear alive. They see quiet but don't feel the storm. Phantom pressure, shaping my form. I built my empire from shadows and dust. Trust earned slowly, loyalty a must. No shortcuts, no fake applause. Every choice sharpened by unseen laws. Voices echo but I stay composed. Darkness is home where the path is exposed. Catacomb mine, secrets preserved. Wisdom mine from what I observe. Catacomb, deep in my mind. Pressure and pain intertwined. Silent halls where I roam. Every loss turned into home. I face demons most never know. Confront the night, let clarity grow. Every echo teaches patience and strength. I traverse the dark, measure the length. Isolation sharpens, refines my plan. No one can reach the man I am. Catacomb soul, underground king. Lessons in silence, power they bring. Go to overtime, not from hate, from survival design. Trust God then year by year. Experience sharpen what I hear. Go from moving through my zone. I learned to stand on my own. Less emotion, more control. Guarded mind, discipline soul. They call it distant, I call it wise. I've seen truth behind the eyes. Energy shifts when motives change. So I adapt, I rearrange. Used to give without a shield. Now boundaries reinforced and still. If I move quiet, that's by choice. Silence, sometimes louder than voice. Cold front, temperature drop. Feelings guarded at the top. Not heartless, just refined. Peace protected by the mind. Cold front. Peace protected by the mind. Cold front. Yeah. I don't react to every spark. Some fires fade in the dark. Calm exterior, measured tone. Truth don't always need to be shown. I still feel, just choose when. Selective energy, selective friends. Cool doesn't mean I can't care. It means I won't let damage live there. Storms pass, but I remain. Emotion balance, nothing in vain. Cold from steady in my stand. Survival sharpen my advance. Survival sharpen my advance. Cold front, temper drop. Feelings guarded at the top. Not heartless, just refined. Peace protected by the mind. Cold front. Peace protected by the mind. Cold front. Yeah. Caught in the middle where lines get thin. Yeah. Caught in the middle where lines get thin. Caught in the middle where lines get thin.
Caught in the middle way, caught in the middle way, caught in the middle way. Caught in the middle when lines get thin. Caught in the middle when lines. Caught in the middle when lines. Caught in the middle when. Caught in the middle when lines get thin. Trust is rare where I've been. Crossfire living, ducking the doubt. Loyalty tips the when lights go out. Everybody cause they real till it's time. Pressure reveals what hides behind. I move cautious, read the room. False intentions, surface zone. Ambition heavy in hostile zones. Dreams feel fragile around cold tones. I learned to hustle without a sound. Keep my circle tight. Stay brown bound, no loose. Talk no flashy shows. Silent stacking while tension grows. Crossfire sharpen how I think. One wrong move could shift the break.
Crossfire, stand your ground. Real ones move without a sound. Crossfire, stand your ground. Real ones move without a sound. Crossfire,
stand your ground. Real ones move without a sound. Stand your ground.
real ones move without a sound.
I seen alliances fall apart. Greed creeping in the heart. So I move a calculated trust. Loyalty earn no returns to dust. Street tall listens don't plaster hold. Integrity worth more than gold. Crossfire forge my discipline. Calm outside, alert within. Caught in the middle where lines get thin. Caught in the middle where lines get thin. Caught in the middle way. 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 Caught in the middle way.
They try to block my shine like a permanent night. Try to dim my glow, try to kill my light. Spoke my name low, hope I fade away. But pressure builds diamonds, I don't decay. Watch from the shadows, study the game. Silent accumulation, build my flame. They laughed at the quiet, slept on the grind. Didn't see the storm forming behind. I don't beg for attention, I sharpen skill. When the moment arrives, I move for the kill. Not reckless rage, it's controlled ignition. Years of precision, quieted ambition. Now the sky turning dark when I rise. Stars disappear when I open my eyes. They wanted eclipse, now they got it for real. I cover the sun, that's how power feels. Eclipse, light bending me. Shadow turn king, now the world gon' see. They try to block what was destined to shine. Now I block the sun, it's my time. Eclipse, light bending me. Shadow turn king, now the world gon' see. They try to block what was destined to shine. Now I block the sun, it's my time. I remember the doubt, I remember the tone. Stay in your place, I built my own. Isolation sharpened every trait. Now I dictate the shift of fate. When I step forward, climates change. Energy heavy, pressure strange. You can't outshine what's built in dark. I learned to glow without a spark.
Started from pressure, weight on my spine. Back against walls to crossing the line. Cold nights taught me how to stand. No safety net, just steady hands. They saw the struggle, caught a defeat. I saw foundation under my feet. Every setback poured like stone. Now my resilience overgrown. I remember hunger talking loud, doubt and whispers, never proud. But pain became the raw material. Turned heartbreak into something imperial. They tried to measure me by fall, not knowing I was building the wall. Layer by layer, brick by brick. Silent growth moves slow but thick. Bedrock, built too deep. Roots in struggle, I still keep. Pressure couldn't crack my core. Now I stand unshaken shore. Now I stand unshaken shore. I don't flex what I survive. I internalized and strategized. Every loss became design. Every scar redrew my line. Now when storms try to appear, they hit foundation, not fear. Built from bottom, carved from grind. Bedrock living in my mind.
Storm past, now the air feels thin. Silence loud with chaos spin. Aftermath of every fight, scars still fresh under the light. Victory don't feel how they describe. It's quieter when you survive. No parade, no flashing cam. Just lessons carved in both my hands. I remember
remember nights unsure, building faith when nothing pure. Now I stand where I once lived, proof that pressure makes you shift, but success brings different weight. New levels mean a higher stake. Peace feels strange when war was known. Growth reshaped by every storm. Aftermath, I'm still standing, built from loss and understanding. Storm behind, but marks remain. That's the cost of earned domain. Aftermath, I'm still standing, built from loss and understanding. Storm behind, but marks remain. That's the cost of earned domain. I don't brag on battles won. Survivalism for sure, it's done. Every bruise became resolved. Every problem forced evolve. They see the glow, not the grind, not the wars inside my mind. Aftermath clarity hits deep. Success doesn't erase what you keep. Now I move with wiser steps, calculated, no regrets. Storm survive a steady breath, build new life from near collapse.